It's really great to be back at Quest. Many of you may know me from singing at Quest or running workshops, and I used to help out programming the music. But this year I've been back in my capacity as a festival organiser. One of the privileges with my industry is that I get to meet a lot of creatives and a lot of people who are doing cutting edge work and taking risks, and whether that's somebody like Karen Kingston at the forefront of space clearing, Tim Freke taking on a new level of inspired spiritualism, something that's grounded and funny and informed and practical. People like Jamie Catto, a creative coming into the personal growth sector with all his juicy creative processes, transforming your shadows into creative genius. Really brilliant work. And then you've got people like Peter Owen Jones, the TV cowboy vicar, great personality, and he's going to invite us to bring a stone to represent an endangered or extinct species that we have a connection with, that we build a life can together. And a purposeful act of sort of community coming together and sharing in our grief and also seeding our future. There's so many new things about Quest this year. Not that we've taken anything away, we've just added value. And I think there's 14 technically new things, but I'm sure by the end there'll be a lot more than that. One of the things I'm very proud of creating is a village green environment in which we're going to be doing happenings like the Life Can, but also community mural. We've got different happenings with children's activities in the space, but just a place where we can gather and hang out as a community, as a festival, and share our experiences of the weekend. So many great workshops too this year. I mean, workshops have always been a great focus for Quest, and people have been coming back year after year just for the workshops. And I feel like this year we've added value to that with the creative workshops, whether it's creative process, singing, dancing, drumming, writing stories and legends and myths and destiny makers, and or whether it's the Dance Quest, which is like a mini festival within our festival. It's a whole 3 days of conscious dance from biodanza, 5 rhythms, soul motion, tango, belly dancing, tribal. It's a great creative platform for people to come and not just be themselves, the fullness of themselves internally and in their health, but in their creative expression as well. In the past I did this thing called Women's Spirit, which was 7 key women with 40 other women, collaborators. We drummed up the space, and it was a 3-hour show in which we had a life-size statue of the goddess that we were decorating all night, and at the end she became alive and strewn the audience in petals and seeds. And I've been asked for many years about a male equivalent to this night, and so I'm very proud and pleased to having the 10 men evening kicking off Quest on the Thursday night. I've got such great feedback about this night because obviously the women are thrilled to see men, empowered, creative men showing up with all their colours, but also the men have really fed back to me that it's so great to see men being celebrated. Also headlining the 10 men evening is Coleman Barks from America, the Rumi master. If you've read any Rumi, it's probably been translated by Coleman, and it's a great privilege to have Coleman open our show. The music this year, I'm particularly looking forward to being a musician. The world music, the eco music, and the amazing young and up and coming talent like Matthew and me, and people like the Rainbow Girls, these inspired bluegrass musicians from America. They're all about 25 and they change instruments and they jump around on stage, and it's as do Sheila and a Gig, who are on the Saturday night, another crazy wild band. And then you've got gentle, sublime music from Japan, Kuri from Japan, an amazing world music duo, Sura Susso from Gambia, the most exquisite kora player. Sika is back with his didgeridoo and all his percussion. Really looking forward to his set. Every time I see him, you know, he's been travelled the world a few more times, and he comes back with so many more stories and a richness that I'm looking forward to the next chapter of Sika. Kerry Tree's coming, really another beautiful, sublime singer. Also, for the first time at Quest, we've got Chloe Goodchild. It's a real privilege to have her here at Quest, and she's going to be performing, but she's also going to be running workshops. In fact, many of our performers are running workshops too, and whether it's Kura or sound journeys or using your voice like Chloe's. We've even got Dr. Martin Shaw, the storyteller, running a myth workshop, and poets like Ben Mellor and Chris Paradox are running creativity and poetry and performance workshops, as is Jamie Catto. So a very rich and live crowd, both performing and giving their juices back in a more intimate setting of the workshops. As well as great performers and fantastic workshops, we also have over 100 exhibitors at Quest, whether they're bringing you the cutting edge in healing technologies, some tactile, beautiful Native American flutes or eco-clothing. They might be doing readings or body work. I get in early for those because they always book up. They just really add to already such a full offering. So this year at Quest, I welcome you to come along, to invite you to come for the first time, maybe to come back again after a long time, or just return as a regular, and let us know what you think. Let us know what you think of this new Quest, the uplift in any way. We really love your feedback, and we're really looking forward to seeing you there and having a great time.